guys, Ultima Tool here. Welcome back to my channel. It has been too long. I've just been so caught up with traveling and work and everything, and finally, in a sense that with all this craziness of the COVID-19 virus going around, we are forced to sort of like stay at home, and with that, I kind of have to force myself to do more reviews. So today we are going to be looking at something which I have been really looking forward to, but I really feel it's been kind of slept on over lately because there's so many new other toys coming out, which is the McFarlane Toys Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim Alduin. So to many of you who do not know who is this or what, this is a dragon, but he is actually the primary antagonist of the whole game which you play. I've never really played the game. It looks really cool, but I just never had the time. So he is the main quest and the harbinger of the, or they say the harbinger of the apocalypse, which is kind of fitting now with the whole theme we have going on now. I was going crazy, I was going panicky. Yeah. So this is a really cool figure. I'm kind of disappointed that most people kind of slept on it. I barely heard of it on social media. In fact, there's no reviews about it. So I thought, why not? Let's take some time, enjoy the small things in life, and take a look at this. So quick look first, you have the front box. I didn't bother keeping it in. I just couldn't wait to get it out. You have the Alduin on the top, 14, not a toy. Nice display see-through area. You have a nice visual of Alduin perched on the Dragon Burial Ground, which you will see later. Not much on the side. Bethesda, McFarlane Toys, Alduin on the side, and all the usual packaging, blah 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 stuff on the bottom. So not much on the box. Now let's take a look first at the Burial Ground. So just in the nature of all McFarlane Toys, like the previous one I have actually the Harry Potter Hungarian Horntail, which I have not had time to review, but this is a marvelously sculpted Dragon Burial Ground. If you can see, it really pops in the camera. You can see all that nice, awesome dry brushing, all that stone pebbled, ruined, not much at the bottom, but really firm, solid, and I love how the whole dragon bones are all dry brushed and added with that nice tone of brown and beige to give it a pop. Yep. And of course it comes with your typical usual metal stand, which you need to plug it in. So what you do is you just plug it in over here, and you take the dragon and you just plug it on top. So now let's take a look at the figure. It is 9 inches long from head to tail and 15 inches wide from wingspan to wingspan, and I think about 10 inches in diameter, which is not really that big. I kind of expected bigger, but hey, for the price I think it's pretty cool. I think it retails, if I'm not wrong, for about $19.90 in the US, and probably with shipping and everything it's going to be like 130 plus in Malaysia. Unfortunately, you can't really find it in many places because this is kind of like available in only places like the Entertainment Earth, Amazon, and I think a few other places, but not many. And like I said, it didn't really get that much hype. I think there were so many toys coming out at the period of time, and the game has been kind of old. It's like what, 10-13 years since the last since this, so I think it's a bit late. But I'm glad they took the time because I think McFarlane, being the expert of dragons, which I always give them credit for that, they really brought this to life really good. So let's start with the head. So head is on a ball joint, which is an improvement versus the previous dragons, which I have not done a review about, which is the Harry Potter Hungarian Horntail. The jaw can open and close. The wings are on a swivel, which can go up and down this far, and the legs are actually now on ball joints, which can go a bit out and in. Let's angle it here. Yep. And so there is another swivel down at the bottom of the leg, and yes, you do have pretty much like a swivel joint here where you can move the feet in and out. So all in all, not bad in terms of the body articulation. The tail, this part is actually on a ball joint and it is bendable, which is I love that actually. So in terms of the paint job, yeah, let's talk a bit about the paint job. So here he looks all around. It's pretty much actually the same thing you're seeing all over, except for the eyes, which you have that glowy red, beady, evil look. Everything else is actually pretty much just black with a wash of dark gray with an additional wash of, I think, light gray or light blue or a bit of white. to give it that look, which is still kind of accurate, I think, to the show, or I mean to the game, sorry, because it looks exactly like that in the game. And so close up of the face, there you have it. You have that angry, menacing, evil Doom Dragon look, which I think is done really, really well. The teeth, I think they are painted maybe with a slight dark gray, but you can't really tell because everything is like so airbrushed and perhaps it looks like the same color in a way. You have his angry red beady eyes, you can see here. It looks like a dragon. And yeah, I promised you guys a comparison. So yeah, here is actually the McFarlane Toys Harry Potter Hungarian Horntail, and yeah, here is Alduin. So like I said, it is technically around the same size ratio, but I am kind of weirded out the fact that the Hungarian in real life actually looks and feels so much bigger compared to this, which is kind of disappointing because I think they've done such a great job on the sculpt and the paint and the airbrushing. It just doesn't do justice to be this small. I kind of expected, like I said, 3 times bigger, but yeah, hey, it's awesome figure. Yeah, and like I said, McFarlane Toys always knocks it out of the park with dragon figures. They did it great with the non-articulated sort of dragon statues in the past, and it is great to see them going one step forward by adding articulation to very famous dragons. I do really hope that one day they bring back an entire dragon collection which is articulated. That would be just so awesome, wouldn't it? And probably it'd be so awesome if they did one based on the World of Warcraft Cataclysm DeathWing, or was it Nefarian? Yeah, that would be so awesome if it was actually much bigger than this. But all in all, it's a really great figure. I'm just so happy that McFarlane is doing this, because I don't think many people are doing dragons with articulation. And of course, paint job and everything. They don't go cheap on that. McFarlane really has been turning up the game now. With their whole Fortnite range. They have Doom. They did one on Doom, which I haven't got. They of course got the license for DC. I've managed to get one of the Supermans. I think it's pretty awesome. I just don't have time to review it. But all in all, I think it's really awesome. So, what do I think of this overall? Is it a good figure of Alduin? I would say yes. Is it the best articulated one in the market? Absolutely. Is it value for your money? Depends. If you are really into the whole Elder Scrolls, or if you love dragons with articulation, which is hard to find, definitely go for this guy. Other than that, I think it's really, really well done. I'm really just happy that I managed to get this, because it was pretty much overlooked and it wasn't that easy to get online. Yeah, so highly recommended, guys. If you are into dragons, or you are into Skyrim, this is definitely a good piece to add to your total dragon collection. So yeah, that's all from me, and who knows when you're going to see me again. Bye.